just nobody. Everybody. I'm just nobody. Trying to tell everybody about somebody. Woo! I can save anybody. Good morning. Good morning. Have you ever had this problem when your chapstick melts and it goes into the cap? Okay, so what a wonderful Saturday morning it is. I hope you all are feeling blessed today. I have something to say to you all. If I can get comfortable. So, I guess I will go ahead and start. First of all, I want to say that I owe an apology to someone because I did something I said I wasn't going to do. And good morning, Gold. And I feel bad about it. So, first order of business, JLS Fire Gaming. Please, please, please forgive me. Oh my goodness. I was just looking like the biggest hypocrite. Okay, because when you came to visit me, and like I always do, I always go back and visit. And if I'm correct, you did not ask me to come back and visit you. So, good morning. Oh, good morning from Samoa. My son is part Chamorro. He has family over in Pacific Islands. His family is from Guam. Good morning to you. But what I did was, you did not ask me to come visit you, but I went over and I visited. And you know what I did? I forgot to do. I never rang your doorbell. So I never came into any of your houses because I never saw you in passing or anything. It's like, and then you know what's crazy is that I feel bad because you came to visit me often. You've been to visit me quite often, JLS. And I am so sorry. I never rang the doorbell. That's why I said what I said yesterday. Don't come at me with that whole, oh, if I come to you, you better come to me, because it's never gonna work that way with me. My memory just doesn't work that way, okay? The whole reason why I never rang the doorbell was because I like to go visit first and make sure it's where I want to be. That was stupid, and it was in the beginning. What I should have done was what I do now is go ahead and ring the doorbell, and then as they come through, as they visit me, I can come back and visit them, or as I see them in passing. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? With the whole neighborhood analogy, right? But I never rang your doorbell, JLS, and I'm so sorry. And when you came to see me this morning, I was like, you know what? I never see his post. Is he a content creator or just a viewer? So I go over to your house to visit, and I be doggone, you are a content creator, and I am so sorry. And I haven't looked at anything else yet. But I'm gonna check you out because if you're a gaming channel, my son, he plays a little bit of games. I don't really play that with him. I don't really let him do a lot of that. He be reading. But I'm gonna check you out, and I like your personality. I've already fallen for you from the inside out, so you are good to go. Don't you worry about all the other stuff, okay? But I didn't ring the doorbell now, okay? I came through one time. I'm not a guest anymore. Now I can walk in and open the fridge and everything, okay? So that's my apology. Please forgive me, okay? I am sorry, all right? Please forgive me. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Allie. Yes, you all. Please speak. They're from Guam. They're from Guam. Their names, oh goodness. Roberto And then he has some Bamba and Mendiola. It's a few different names. But so that's the first order of business. JLS, please forgive me because y'all already know I am loyal. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. And if I like you, I'm staying. And if I don't like the channel and everything, I'm not gonna stay anyway. So if I ride with you, I'm coming over to see you. Okay. It might not be easy for me to see everybody all the time, but I try to, as soon as I see it live, if I'm not doing something, I try to go over and support. It's been times when it's just been me and the other person having a full-blown conversation. Okay. I don't mind doing that. I want to do that. Like, that's the servant's heart of Jesus. I get to serve. Okay. That's what we do. Where I go to church, we get to serve. So I have no problem coming over and checking y'all out. And like I said before, even if you don't visit me, that doesn't mean that I don't like your stuff. You know what I mean? You might not like mine, but I might like yours. You know what I mean? You might have a kid. My son, we family channels. Who knows? If you want me to check your stuff out, just let me know. You don't have to be like, well, I'll come and see you and you come see me. No, just be like, hey, can you check my stuff out? Hit me up on Instagram. I think it's ajbutterflyjewels or something like that. One of them. I'll tell you in a minute. It's in the description. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about none of that other foolishness. Okay. I'm good on that. I'm good. Okay. That brings me to my next point. JLS video you did this morning, JLS Fire Gaming, in regards to a few things that you felt some type of way about. And you were talking about people who are not respectful of each other's houses with spam words and things like that. And you were just basically asking them to be respectful and things. And if they get deleted, it's not because it's not always you. Sometimes it goes into spam. And sometimes it is you, because if you ask them a few times not to do it and they continue on doing it, then they got to go. Okay, I respect everything you said. My question is, can anybody please tell me where I can find all of these specific rules that everybody is saying are going around? I done heard about emojis, okay? I done heard about certain words. I mean, it's like ridiculous, my dude. Like, are you serious? Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all might be related. So now we family for real, right? We family for real. Even though it was through marriage and me and his daddy are not together anymore, that doesn't matter. Once you get connected to me, you sticking around, okay? So we family 2 times, okay? That's my family 2 times, y'all. Where in the world? Yeah, thank you, Allie. Thank you. Where are all of these specific rules? I am not a follower. First of all, you understand what I'm saying? I read the Bible. In Matthew 15:14, I told y'all, a blind person following another blind person, we're gonna fall into a pit. If you're telling me something that somebody told you, that somebody told them, that somebody told, who? I need to know where I can see with my carnal vision. Okay. Now, my faith allows me to believe in some of this because I don't think people just making up some of this stuff. Okay. I'm not stupid. But I need to read and see this stuff from somebody's about to be listening to everybody telling me what I can and can't do and can and can't say. And then when I'm ignorant to what I can and can't do, people blocking me, getting mad, got an attitude. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Ignorance and stupidity are 2 different things. I'm not stupid. I just didn't know. So don't come at me like I'm crazy because I don't know something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that to somebody else. I'm not going to be mad at you because you're ignorant about something. How dare you be mad at somebody for not understanding and not knowing? What kind of sense does that make? Okay, Allie, don't get me started now because you know me. I'll get on the road. All right. But anyway, I need to know where this stuff is at. Okay, so I can read it. If someone can please, if you know, give me the courtesy of I'd rather know how to fish than you just give me a fish every now and then. Please just give me the courtesy of letting me know. I'll cash app you $2. Let me know your cash app. Okay, and give me the information. All right, and then I'll give it to everybody else for free. That's a good investment right there. I don't mind doing that for you if you don't mind doing that for me. Let me know. Okay, where I can find this stuff. I need to know for myself because this is crazy. One reason why it's really crazy is because I don't even really care about my people coming through. My people coming through putting what they want to put, as long as you're not disrespectful. If you'll be like sub for a sub, I might I'm gonna go check your channel out But if it's in spam, I might not put it on my, I might not do the check mark thing, but I'll go check you out. But I don't really care about that as long as you're not disrespectful. So that's what irritates me, is that the people that come see me have to be careful about what they say. If you were in my house, you know what I'm saying? What? You'd be like, hey, listen, hi, I saw you just moved in. I come over to with some, I got some naked for you. I just want to let you know that I'm your neighbor. I live 2 blocks down the road, and we can visit each other sometimes. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. See, you two need to get up on this new analogy that we done came up with the neighborhoods, okay? This is Miss Alana's neighborhood, all right? And over here, you can come over here and be like, what's up? I brought you some naked, and I just want to let you know I live over here, okay? You want to come by and see each other sometimes? Let me know. Hey, or hey, girl, what's up? I saw you have a little boy. I also have my family and I. We have kids. We have a son. You might like. Maybe we have something in common. Come over here. Or if I see a man walk out with a big old chef hat, don't make me go get my chef's hat, because I'll go get my chef's hat. I have one. Okay. And he's like, oh man, I see you cooking on the grill, brother. You know what I'm saying, brother? We can cook together. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't understand what's wrong with that. So I get irritated that the people that come to see me, that my homies, that my friends, they gotta be they gotta pick and choose everything they have to say. And I'm speaking from a place of experience, because I got blocked over some foolishness that I didn't even know anything about. Like, come on. Like, we are real people out here. Like, hello. But the problem is, though, I'm gonna tell you the problem, all right? Because they wouldn't try to fix it if it wasn't broken. What's happened is that people are not trying to build organically, and they're not stupid, and they can see that. It's irritating. And they probably have gotten complaint after complaint after come on, think about it. Hello. Logic, 2 + 2 = 4. In this situation, sometimes it equals 5, but right now it equals 4, okay? Listen, if it wasn't broke, they wouldn't try to fix it. Hey, Nikki the realist, good morning. Please thumbs me up. Thank you, Miss Allie. Yeah, so I need to know, I really need to know where this stuff comes from. I don't care. I check my spam regularly because I know that people don't know. It doesn't always, cross their mind. You know what I mean? Like, now don't come in doing it on purpose now, because if I see you doing it all the time and you just don't care, now you're going to show me some respect, okay? You can at least try, especially if you know. When you know better, do better, okay? But I'm not about to just be, like, so anal about it, like, you know what I mean? I'm just going, don't ever come over here. What? No, like, I'm just not going to listen to nothing you have to say no more and block you out. I'm not going to do that. Like, that's outrageous, okay? I don't like those things. I don't like those emoji rules and all that kind of stuff. I just don't. Shoot, people used to just be like, hey girl, I subscribe. Just let hey, I love your channel, girl. Some new subscriber. I used to say that all the time. You can't even do that. Like, that's crazy. Like, come on. Also, too, I want to know, is spam the only thing that happens to the messages, or does your channel get flagged? Like, what happens if people constantly, because you don't have any control over these people. So what could possibly happen if they constantly do this on your channel with these words, spam words and stuff? What happens? Like, I want to know what happens ultimately. And if possibly, let me know where I can find out what happens, so I can see for myself. I would love to share that information with the rest of the YouTube world and small community, because half of us don't even know what is going on. Hello, Bojan. Please, thumbs up the live. It's free. Please speak to one another, beautiful chat people. I hope y'all are feeling blessed. I done got naked on my glasses. Oh, I got on these silk pajamas. I can't even clean my glasses right with these silk. This is Don't They and Cabana. What I got on? Oh shoot. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's not gonna work because I'm be irritated. Okay, so let's get right on into it, okay? Let's get right on into what this video is all about. I have 6 people in here. I have 2 likes. Y'all must not like me. Hello. Don't come up here lying now. Don't come here lying now. If you don't like me now, why you in here now? You must not like me. But let's go ahead and get on into what this video is all about. So, you have this ambition to get on YouTube, and just like in the world, some people, they are very conscious and very aware of the energy that they put out into the world, and whether they are spreading good or evil, they are very self-aware of how they are perceived and received, and they try to, if you are self-aware and you are honest with yourself, you try to do things differently so that you can be received differently. Good morning, Miss Melissa. Good morning, Miss Avanti. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. If I haven't, I think I might have did I see it? I don't know. No, I saw the video where you unboxed it. Okay, I'm gonna go watch it. I promise. JLS, you're gonna have to go back and replay, because the whole entire first part of this video was about you, my love. And the part the please forgive me is all for you. So I want you to go back and take a look at that, okay, whenever you get a chance. But thank you all for coming in. Y'all speak to each other. If you like me for real, like me on YouTube, okay? So don't even. All right. But anyway, so I try to be perceived and received in a certain way. And one of my biggest mistakes before I actually found myself, set boundaries for myself, started to really find God's love, to be able to love myself, respect myself, and see that my worth has no value. It's priceless, right? So, no monetary value, it's priceless. So I started to do that. And when I did that, I started to express myself in a different way. And before doing that, I was very passive aggressive. I made a video about it. I was very passive aggressive, and I learned that the biggest mistake you can make is trying to please everybody all at the same time. You cannot do that. It's entirely impossible to do. You will go crazy, because see, there are two teams. There's a winning team and the losing team, okay? And you have to know who your teammates are. And y'all got to work together as a team. Otherwise, your foundation is going to be weak, and you're going to ultimately fail. And there are people who are on an opposite team than you, and there are also people who have not yet chosen a team, who are mentally unstable. And then there are people who are on the winning team, and they have enough faith to be able to see things a little bit differently than they used to. But before I got that faith, before I learned how to do that, I tried to please everyone all the time. And let me tell you something. It's like digging an early grave, okay? You will kill yourself trying to please everybody. You understand me? Don't do it. Hold on. Okay. So I used to try to prove myself to people all the time. And I didn't necessarily know how to do that, right? Aside from, I thought it was just my actions and my words. I didn't really understand that proving myself to people is basically just living out whatever it is that I'm trying to prove. Being living proof of whatever it is I'm trying to say, or whatever it is I'm trying to do or portray. But I got on this YouTube thing, and for a split second, I was like, I am not going to do anything to offend anyone. I'm gonna try my best to not do anything to send out any negative energy through anybody's Wi-Fi. I'm not trying to take anybody or lead anyone down the wrong path. I am a leader, and the people that and as a leader, you gotta know who to follow. So I want to set an example. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to really take all of that into consideration, but I quickly learned that this here thing right here is full of humans, right? And just like in the real world, there are people who have not yet chosen a team, and people who are on the opposing team as you. So you got to be careful with how you perceive people, receive people, and you got to pray that God strengthens your spirit of discernment so that you don't be out here looking like a fool and having a lack of faith. Okay. So I got on here thinking the same thing, and I didn't think that it didn't really, like, I know everyone has trolls, but I believe the problem was that I didn't really see my worth. I told y'all I got on here to kind of build my confidence and to see my worth. I believe that on here, I will receive objective opinions from people that are strangers, who are not going to look at me and judge me based on past experiences and decisions that they know I've made, right? Because that's what family and friends do. Up here, I don't know anybody. Up here, they have no reason to lie to me. Up here, I can tell a troll from someone that's trying to give me constructive criticism, or from someone who is just being completely honest, whether they I wanted to get on here, challenge myself, level up, and receive objective opinions from strangers who I have yet to meet or connect with on a real level. You know what I mean? People that can't that start out telling me the truth from the very beginning. People who know me based on the fact that I've now found myself and I know who and what I want to let into my life. So you don't really, with that mindset, I wasn't really worried about any kind of small, petty, minute drama. Okay. But boy, be careful, because you never know what you're getting into. Okay. So you have to always anticipate change, and you have to always anticipate the fact that everybody ain't on your team. Okay. So I get an email. I mean, this is the second email that I've received from someone on YouTube, and I got super excited because I want to get emails. I want to talk to people. I want to start an advice segment. So I want to start getting emails in and everything, so I can start building my brand for business, right? And I'm working hard in the knowledge department, so I can combine my knowledge and my wisdom, so I can try to give people, the absolute best of me. I get an email. I'm all excited, and it's from I don't know if it's like people have troll emails. I don't know if it's like a troll email. You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people none of the time. Do anyone know where that is from? Heard it on a show, but can't remember. Miss Melissa, girl, I was about to say it sounds like Dr. Seuss. I have no idea, but I've heard it before too. And you are absolutely, absolutely right. I'll Google it and find out for you. Good morning, Miss Sierra Janae. Thank you so much for joining my live. Hope you're feeling blessed. So I get this email. I didn't even know people did troll emails. Listen to me. It didn't bother me or hurt my feelings, right? My initial response when I first read the email was I didn't made it. Somebody is emailing me. Oh, snap. And it's a troll. I must have made it. If people don't like you, you're not doing something. You're not doing something right. Either you're lying to them, you're not being honest with people, you're not telling the truth about how you feel, your body language is lying. Some you're not being honest. If everybody likes you, you're lying. You are absolutely lying, and that is the 100% truth. Okay. So I get this email, and I deleted the email. I should not have deleted the email, but I didn't plan on even reading it to you guys, because the negative energy from the email, I didn't even want to pass that on. Plus, I like to delete stuff. If you send me a long, nasty text, if I know that we are having a back and forth, I'll delete it before I read it, because my anxiety, I don't want to deal with it. Y'all know you get upset about something or get mad about something, it lasts for hours. Your whole day. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. It makes me feel bad. So I deleted it all because I wasn't going to read y'all that. Like, come on. Like, I'm not about to read y'all that negativity, but I decided this could be a teachable moment. So I figured I would just give y'all, a brief synopsis. All in all, the email was saying something about me not being sick, right? That I'm lying about being sick, that I'm a liar about being sick. And I said, you know what? I have heard that. I hear that all the time. So that email didn't faze me. It didn't faze me that I received the email. None of it really fazed me at all. Like, I'm completely unbothered in that department. Like, that's ignorance. Like, why would I argue with somebody ignorant? You know what I mean? For you to believe that everybody who smiles and laughs and moves despite physical pain, if you believe that everyone that has physical pain has mental pain, like, that is absolute ignorance. And for me to know that that's ignorance, and I argue with you knowing that you're arguing from a place of ignorance, would make me ignorant, and I know better. So that means I'm not ignorant to that, because I know better. So I'm not about to do that. I didn't even respond, bro. Like, why would I waste? You give your time, energy, and money to the things most important to you. Do y'all really think that has any value? No, the only value I'm getting out of that is passing this on to y'all. That's absolutely it. So I get this all the time that I don't look sick and all this other stuff. When I used to have my truck, people used to always ask me, that know me, that know my situation personally, would say, why don't you get the handicap placard? And I'm like, for what? You can get the good parking spaces. Half of those people, friends and family, even if you're watching, I know you just wanted me to get the placard so that you could use it and get in the first parking space. You're not fooling me. Because see, y'all wanted the placard more than I wanted the placard for me. Okay. I was like, no, I know my pain, but I would rather still use that's like saying, if you have a car and it may not be the most reliable vehicle, but it can get you from point A to point B. And sometimes you might need some additional work. Sometimes it might need to rest or sit for a while. Sometimes, it might need you might want to go get it detailed just so that you can feel good about the inside, the outside as much as you feel about the inside. That's like saying that. And if you can drive it and it still works, and that's the only car that you have, you're just gonna let it sit outside knowing you got things to do, huh? Knowing you got places to be and people to see, huh? Knowing there are people that need you, huh? Knowing that you have obligations and responsibilities, you're just gonna let the car sit outside and just not do what it is that you're supposed to be doing with that tool, that resource that you were blessed with in the first place. Why would I do that? I'm not gonna that's how I feel about that, y'all. I know I'm crazy, but that's really how I feel about it. A lot of it came from a place of pride. I'll be honest. I didn't want to look sick, right? But I felt sick on the inside. And how you feel on the inside, y'all think people see y'all how you feel on the inside. We think people can see if we feel insecure on the inside, we literally think people can see our insecurities with their eyeballs. Like we feel that. That's what we see on them because that's what we see inside, right? So for me, I see old people who are stumbling around, fumbling around, who can't hardly walk, who are complaining, or not even really complaining. Well, some of them be complaining, but just speaking on their situation and story. I don't like the word complain. I shouldn't have said it. But anyway, and I'm like, I don't want to feel old at such a young age. I felt old on the inside. I felt like, why is this? I'm so young. Why is this happening to me, right? How dare I be so arrogant and cocky to think that my physical age, right, had anything to do with me being sick. Okay. If it wasn't for God's grace and mercy, baby, I'd probably be dead. Okay. So I should be thankful. How dare any of us think, why me? We always think, why me? And I didn't understand that. Like, I'm so young. Why am I the person that has to deal with this? The only one that we know of in my family that has this, 1% of US population has been diagnosed with this. You can't see it. Is no cure for it. Okay, so what in the world did I do to deserve this? You know how that can make you feel? So you feel sick mentally, right? So I felt sick mentally, and that's probably one reason why I didn't want to get the handicap sticker. I didn't want to, but I bet you what now, huh? Wait till I get my vehicle. I want 20 copies. 20 copies of this. I need it because if I lose one, sir, I'm not walking. Listen, if God blesses me with a placard, I'm using it this time because my pride is out the window. I am humble enough to say my back is about to fall off my back. I need this right here because I got to run to Walmart and real quick. And I ain't trying to park way in the back because y'all know it don't be no parking spaces at Walmart. You would drive around for 15 minutes like a fool. Okay. Looking for a parking space. You could have been in and out by now. Okay. Good morning, Afrogenic. Melissa, you are fine. You can go back if you want to. I don't expect y'all to go back and watch these long lives. 20-cent copies. Yes, girl. Hey, Frederick Blue. If y'all like me in real life, like me on YouTube. Hey, good morning. Thank y'all for coming in. So I didn't want to get we were talking about, me being a liar about being sick. That's what we're talking about. And so anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't get it. In 2000 and the end of 15, 2000, early 2016, when I lost my job and I couldn't perform any longer at work, which I had a desk job. I worked in finance. And it's a lot of getting up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, a lot of moving, walking, closing loans, going outside, drive. We got to drive to car dealerships, finance places, the DMV, the mail, the post office. You know, we did a lot. It wasn't just sitting behind the desk all day long. And it was very stressful mentally. If you've ever worked in finance, you know how stressful finance can be, especially at the end of the month. Good Lord. So I don't know if it was just the physical stuff, but mentally it was taking a toll on me. And I just, it was also after my fire and my 2 floods. And so it was like well, I'll say 1 flood, but 2, we lost everything twice, okay? 3 times. So anyway, I'll explain that in another video. But anyway, it was after all of that, you know, and I have always been kept together. I've always been me, like I've always been me, but my kept together was me not saying anything about it, about that. I've always been talkative. I can't help that. Y'all already know that. I can't help that. But I've never really, I've always been talkative, but I've never spoken. There's a difference in talking and speaking. Understand that. I've never spoken anything, right? I always just talk, talk, talk. And I believe keeping things to myself, not wanting to look weak, you know, my pride, all of that, you know, the fact that I feel sick inside. So I already think people see me as sick on the outside. I don't want to give them any more reason to think that I'm incapable. You know, I can do this by myself. I was taking care of my son by myself, you know, I always have, but you know, didn't have any government assistance or anything, no, nothing against it, but I just felt like that I was winning. I was a fool. I was ignorant, thinking I was really winning out here in these streets. And when it hit me like a brick. I'm telling y'all something, listen. God will send you messages all day long. He will send you signs and signals all day long. But if y'all don't think some of these traumatic, catastrophic life experiences that we have are not because God has got a megaphone, like, since you don't want to listen to the little stuff, let me get a category 5 storm out here because I'm getting sick of y'all. So wake some of y'all up so y'all can lose some of this material stuff and see that I am really all that you need. And when you have everything you need mentally, you got everything you need outside of you. If you good on the inside. So I don't think I realized that at first. Right? I'm thinking I'm running things, first of all, thinking I'm doing this by myself. So I end up losing my job because I couldn't walk. My dad had to get me a walker. I'm like, I told you, I was like, we're gonna have to bedazzle this walker. It ain't no way I'm about to walk around with this gray walker. Okay, I don't. My age, pride again, y'all. Look how young I am. What I look like walking around. It's 4 and 5-year-olds. How dare I, y'all? How dare we do that? I'm like, I'm 20 something years old walking around with a walker. You know what I'm saying? There are 3 and 4-year-olds with no limbs. There are babies in wheelchairs, little kids smiling every day. You can't break their spirit. And I'm walking around complaining about being able to walk a little bit, but having to have a little assistance from a walker, all because I was worried about, y'all know who I was worried about. Go ahead. If you know me, you know who I was worried about. Y'all know. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. And so that's why I didn't respond to this lame, okay? This lame that emailed me. And I have no idea who it is. And I don't know if they're here. And it doesn't make or break my spirit. But I just wanted this to be a teachable moment for the way that we see ourselves, the way that we judge ourselves, as well as the way we judge others, right? Because quiet as it's kept, huh? It's quiet as it's kept. Who's here? Oh, I actually, oh yeah, putting on a strong front, Miss Melissa. Yes, yes. As quiet as it's kept, I didn't realize at the time that I would look at and second guess someone small and say something as ignorant to myself as either are they really sick for real? Or dang, they so young. Are you serious? That is a serious lack of faith for you to think that it's impossible at any age for anyone to be a testimony or a blessing to somebody else's life. God uses everybody. And that means everybody. People on drugs, alcoholics, sex addicts, binge eaters. Okay, I'm talking about people that have social anxiety. You know what I mean? There is somebody else out there just like them that needs them so they can survive. That's the whole point of us even being here, y'all. What are we doing? If we're not using our tool, this thing is From dust you come, and dust you will go back. This ain't going. You cannot take a U-Haul to your grave. Okay. What do you think you're here for? Okay. That's the reason why that troll can't phase me. I realize what my purpose in this world is to serve God, serve others through God. And as long as I do things God's way, I'm straight. I'm good. You know what I mean? So I believe that, let me see. The reason why now I believe is things are so different for me, because I told you, when you change your mind and how you think about things, your entire experience, the way you receive things will also change. Because if you change the way you perceive things, you'll change the way you receive things. Boy, look at your girl. Okay, somebody write that down now. If you change the way you perceive things, you will change the way you receive things. I promise you. When you change the way you look at things, it changes the way you the kind of energy that you put out. And y'all know what you put out, you get back. Okay, you know that. So I had to change my outlook on me being sick and all of that kind of stuff. Because I used to always say that too. I'm sick. I used to always manifest that. I'm sick. I'm sick. Somebody, why you ain't been to work? Y'all know I'm sick. You know I'm sick. Like, I used to always say I'm sick. Well, I was sick mentally, right? And I kept right on saying that every single day. I kept saying I'm sick. And I'm not just saying about like affirmations to say I'm not, you are healed. You are healed. You are healed. It's not just enough to affirm to yourself that you are healed. So much so that you think that the universe and your words into the air are speaking healing onto your body. That is absolutely wrong. And I'm sorry if I offend you, but that's just my belief. I apologize. You can take your light back. I won't be mad at you. But you have to know and have enough faith in God, who your strength even comes from. You're not even mentally stable enough to handle everything life throws at you, bro. Do you realize that? You're not. You are not. That's why God says he'll never put more on you than you can bear, because you're not supposed to bear all of it for yourself. And he gives us tools and resources which we take advantage of and abuse, like our bodies and our minds, to make things better and make your own life better and abuse it. But there was no way. I had to really understand what God's love was for me. Love without expectation, so that I could stop judging myself, right? So that I can stop judging myself, forgive myself, stop making myself feel guilty about certain things. You know what I mean? Like, for real, on the inside. Before, and then when I did that and I changed, I started saying, you know what? My eyes started opening. I started seeing things in a different light. Like, everything was different. I told y'all in my last video, I no longer will be mad at people. I will be like sad. Like looking at their situation, like, you really have to do this kind of stuff to yourself to make yourself feel. You know what I'm saying? I talked about all of the God using all the people with those physical limitations. Let's talk about the mental limitations. Okay? You can't even get enough oxygen. Since if some of y'all want to be scientific and put some knowledge with wisdom, let's add the fact that you can't even, God says be slow to anger in the Bible. That's wisdom. The word is wisdom, that word. Now, Webster's word, okay, knowledge will tell you this. First of all, you can't even get no oxygen to your brain if you're not breathing. When you get mad, first thing you do is hold your breath. Okay, so that's why sometimes you act out when you get angry. Say things you don't mean to say. Maybe you thought them, but you didn't want to say it. You would have not said it if you was breathing, because you get oxygen to your brain and you can think clearer. Okay, so let's pair that knowledge with that wisdom. Okay, the Bible says be slow to anger. Everything in the Bible is for your life to be easy, not for your life to be hard. And that might be another video I do, because I grew up not understanding what that stuff was for. Like, what's the point of the Bible, that big old thick book? I'm not stupid. Like, why do I need that? You need that. Okay, trust me, you need that. Pair that right. You like self-help books? You do? That's the best one. Everything you read in a self-help book that was written by man came from that Bible. I promise you, on everything. So I started looking at things different. I started coming from a place of having faith in God. And I don't think, like I said, y'all, wisdom comes from God. That is mental, okay? Knowledge comes from man. That is physical stuff. What it looks like, what it sounds like, what it tastes like, what it feels like. That's physical. That's man. That's knowledge. Wisdom, what you think, how you feel internally. You get that strength, mental strength, and wisdom from God. So that's why they say faith without works is dead, because You cannot. It's what people say is common sense, but everybody's not always broken down to them like this. If you don't think it, but then you try to do it, it's not gonna match. Your mind and your body have to match. So that means you have to have wisdom and knowledge to make sure that the things you're doing the right way, and that they're gonna last and stuff. So I just was like, you know what, God, take over. Just take over. Tell me what to do, because I am lost out here in these streets and don't know where to go, where to turn, what to do. I got lost in darkness. My light was so dim, y'all, from life and everything that was thrown at me and me trying to handle everything for myself. My light was so dim that I could not see anything. All of y'all could have came and took advantage of me. You understand me? All of y'all. I was so lost and settling for that. Just wandering around in darkness with absolutely no light to see. You know what I mean? Like, just in darkness. And at the time I had a child and I didn't understand. I never did anything to hurt my son that I know of. But I had to really come to terms with the fact that because I was not mentally where I should be, all the pumpkin carving, all the we got a snow globe collection, all the snow globes we collected, all of the bookmarks we made, all of the picnics we spent together. You know, I was there. I did it. I set it up. All that quality time we did. You know what I mean? Making t-shirts and things. That's great. Volunteering at his school, all the same things I do now, right? But I wasn't really even there. I was there, but I wasn't really there. I was just there because I'm supposed to be. Like, now I get to be. Like, girl, you know what kind of blessing it is to be able to get to do that? I get to go to my son's school and volunteer and know his teachers and be comfortable knowing that I'm not sending him to a stranger every year, you know, and really know them and have a relationship. Before I knew his teachers, but I didn't talk to them and pray for them and be concerned with their well-being so that they're stable enough spiritually and good enough to be able to give. You know, you give what you have. I don't want them raggedy teaching my son. No. Y'all wonder why they say pray for your enemies. Y'all so crazy. You can have an enemy, somebody who hates you. You better pray them spirits out of them. Because what if they run into your kid one day? They gonna hate your kid. They got all that hate in them. Pray that mess. Pray it away. Pray it away. I prayed all that sickness and stuff away. I started going to church like I was supposed to. Not like I did before. I would go sometimes. That spiritual warfare, I would go sometimes. Then I wouldn't go. Then I would go. And half the time, I only felt convicted because my baby loves church. When I tell y'all that gift in there that God gave me saved my life. Listen. My baby loves God. That boy loves church. Okay. He'll tell you right now, my baby tell me he go to school, he be talking to them about Jesus, and I have to pray to the good Lord that these kids have a spirit to receive my baby, because I'm not about to try. I don't want to have to deal with nobody bullying, right? Because I ain't perfect. Listen, and the devil will mess with you with the things that he knows that are most important to you. If money's the most important thing to you, that's the thing that's gonna always bother you, that you ain't got no money. Okay. All right. If you want a man that bad, that's what's gonna always affect you. The fact that you worried about a man. You ain't never gonna be able to make no life decisions. You never gonna be able to move on because you stuck worrying about money. And the devil gonna always mess with your money because you always worried about it. You gonna always keep losing it and getting it, losing it. Unstable relationship. That's all you worried about as a man. Like, really, think about it. So I know that my son is special. And what I'm giving him, the devil gonna come at my baby. But you know what? I'm not ignorant to the fact that this is gonna happen to him. So we running interference on that, right? We being proactive, not reactive. I ain't gonna wait for the devil to hit my baby and tell my baby, if the devil hit you, you better hit him back. No, let's be proactive, okay, with this thing. So I'm trying to teach my baby to be proactive with the enemy. People ain't your problem. I tell them that all the time. People are not your problem. Now, if they put their hands on you, listen, I tell you, God ain't never, ever. He ain't never gonna be done with you. All right. That man said God ain't through with me yet. That was a lie. He ain't never gonna be done with you, because you're gonna always make mistakes. He's gonna always have to forgive you. But he's a merciful God, right? So he's gonna always forgive us all the time. That I don't mean take advantage of his forgiveness, because he knows your heart. And heart, it can be wicked. Okay. So don't try to play Jesus because he know better. You're only gonna be lying to yourself, okay, out here in these streets looking crazy. But I'm trying to run interference on that. I don't need for that to happen. So that's what lets me know that my faith has gotten so strong now that I can understand why someone may seem to think that I'm lying about being sick, right? Because number one, I understand ignorance, right? Knowledge tells me what ignorance is. That means you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. I can't be mad at you for not knowing something that you don't know. You just don't know. And you don't know that you don't know. Because you don't know what you don't know. That's not like Dr. Seuss. But that's that knowledge thing, right? But then the wisdom in me, the wisdom I got from God tells me that don't be stupid, Lana, because you've been ignorant before. You know what that feels like, right? When you were ignorant, you would get mad at people that you thought were smarter than you, even though you may not have said so. When you were ignorant, it would bother you if you got corrected or somebody said something to you. You didn't know how to constructively take criticism, right? You've been ignorant before. When you're ignorant, you want to compensate physically, right? So that you can feel good on the outside for what you lack faith-wise and what you lack mentally. So I'm not mad at this troll. I'm going to pray for this troll again and again and again. I have no idea who this person is. They could be in Japan somewhere. I have no idea, but last I checked, all guys, these are all guys people, right? And what they say, broken crayons still color the same. Hello. So I'm still gonna pray for you. You gonna get more prayer from me than anybody. You at the top of the list, brother. I'm finna go watch War Room soon as I get, or sister, soon as I get off this thing here. I'm going to watch War Room, and I'm gonna skip forward to the part where Miss Clara is in that closet. Woo! Y'all remember that prayer? Tell me. Oh, wait, simply, hey, Miss Toyase, good morning. Oh, my baby can sing a little bit. Okay. He loves music. Jones for God's glory. I'm sorry I didn't see you. Thank you for coming. You be blessed. That blended family, thank you for coming. Y'all make me feel so good. You so much you love my positivity. Guess where that come from, baby? I can only give what I have. Y'all been pouring into me every day. You understand me? Every day. I'm telling you, listen. Y'all don't understand. I be wanting to talk to y'all every day. The what I get from y'all. And look, that's another reason why I'm not worried about a troll. Look at all of this. All of this compared to that. Are you serious? I'm gonna be is somebody probably hurt? Y'all know what I said? Hurt people, but heal people, help people. This man needs some help. Good morning, Miss Elaine. Organic. Organic. That's right. Always organic. Do y'all know my son checked my numbers more than me? I be like, AJ, why you so worried about that? Stop worrying about that all the time. I just want to know if your subscribers went up. That's what he just, he always want to know. He crazy. And then I've been trying, being more lenient with letting him get in some of these videos, but I be trying not to get the negative energy coming through my doggone Wi-Fi, because y'all better keep that negative energy from coming through your Wi-Fi now. Don't let it come through your Wi-Fi, all right? That stuff will come right on there. Don't do that. That mental, don't do that, no. But I'm going to tell y'all how I found out I even had that I was diagnosed not sick, because we realized that I'm not sick. It ain't nothing wrong with me up in my brain. Okay, I am straight. I'm good. It's not me. It's not me. I be looking at people when they be going off. I be laughing like, did I used to be like that? Because I used to, boy. Y'all, yoo-hoo. I used to fight all the time. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I've been in so many fights. I don't even know. And none of them were ever my fight either. It was always me fighting. That's how I know that I just had to flip my gift and use it for the right thing. I was always a defender of people, always. And I used to always fight for everybody. I don't even think not one of my fights were mine, ever. It was either my siblings or a friend or me defending somebody else or something like that. I don't. And I was a bully one time. I bullied my crush, and I'll tell y'all about that later. But I'm gonna tell y'all about when I got diagnosed with this thing I have. Now, what I have, what I was diagnosed with, I'm not sick. We ain't claiming that. When they really ain't burning you. They burning themselves. They can only burn you if you let them, to be honest with you. You really gotta have really understand how people's minds work to be able to, they really be hurting themselves. I promise. I used to think the same thing, like, How could you do this to me? First of all, check yourself, because they ain't do that. You let them do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand they gonna do things. Now, don't get me wrong. Certain relationships and that you really for real. But you gotta, some people, they show you signs, and we sit there and call it love and not look at some stuff. Sometimes they burn. You get burned, but it's like sometimes we be playing with that fire, like for real. Sometimes but yeah. But anyway, so I was in high school. I was, well, I say all through grade school. I played softball, tennis, volleyball. I set the middle school record for the most serves ever, and I think it still holds. Okay, I was in the 7th grade. Your girl was killing it in the volleyball service game. Okay, yes, I was. Pop my collar. So I played volleyball, softball, tennis. I was on the step team. I joined the step team instead of cheerleading because I must have been a very angry person at the time. I hated cheerleaders. They irritated me so bad. My sister was a cheerleader, and all of her happiness used to irritate me. And I must have been dark on the inside, because if you get mad about happiness, you got to be dark, okay? You can't be mad about light. Why you mad about some light? Unless you're trying to sleep. And I'm being not physically. Nobody want light when they try to sleep. But anyway, I didn't like cheerleaders, so I joined the step team because we were able to have attitudes. I could have an attitude, a nasty attitude, and beat the floor with a stick, and I didn't have to do flips and jumps and things, but I needed to get it out, so I did that. Maybe that's why I play sports. I don't know. But I was on the step team also. And after, for a while, everything was everything. Probably about 9th or 10th, maybe like 10th or 11th grade. 11th grade, I think. I started to get kind of clumsy, and I didn't understand why I would, trip over my shoes all the time. I thought I was just like clumsy. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe I just need to like watch my step. That's really what I'm no lie. That's what I'm thinking. I love me some naked. So I thought I was just like, my body, I didn't even really notice. My brothers used to pick on me because I used to trip and fall all the time, but I still didn't think anything of it. Like, I'm in high school, and I'm just thinking it's just a normal thing. So I graduate from high school, and my first year in college, my freshman year, that was the year that I said all of the fighting that I used to have to do, because I used to have to fight too. It wasn't just I wanted to. All of the fighting, hold on. Oops, I was a cheerleader. Well, but I was the meanest cheerleader. My big brother said, little sis, how are you a cheerleader? A cheerleader ain't got the meanest attitude. I thought being mean was cute. Not no more. You live and you learn, but you're absolutely right. But you know what? At least you were doing something with your anger. I bet you were fueling. I bet the football team was getting some serious encouragement from you, girl. So kudos to you. You did something with that thing. But my freshman year in college, I felt like, okay, my life sucks back home, and I didn't have a childhood like that. And my innocence was taken away a couple times, and a lot of bad memories and stuff, and so I had this serious wall up, like a wall of defense, so I wasn't even able to even, you could talk to me and I have no idea what you're saying, but I act like I did, or I didn't really understand your words. Like, I didn't really understand where you were coming from. I didn't really care. I was just ready to pop back off at you because you shouldn't be saying what you're saying to me in the first place. And I was one of those people that can respond quick. And when you can respond quick, you haven't even had a chance to process what the person said to you to even know, how to respond. Like, you haven't asked any questions, you're just, that's it. Like, and that's how I used to be. And I realized that I was built like that. Like, God made me one way, but then somehow, some way, life comes in and like kind of reshapes your way of thinking. And it causes you to believe that you're something that you're not, but you take ownership of that. And you put that in the forefront. If you didn't watch my 5th video about Old Girl yesterday, the poem that I wrote in honor of Maya Angelou for International Women's Day, you need to go watch that. But that person that you make, old girl, old boy, that's created, that you think you are, that reactive person that you think you are, lack of faith, believing everything you see and hear with carnal vision, replaying your life experience like a movie over and over again and reacting every time and every situation you're in. Your response or reaction is based on the foundation of how you feel about something that happened to you back in the day. That person that was recreated, that's not who you really are. And so I said, I've had this wall of defense up because I've always had to fight, and I've always had to be there, and I've always had to be strong, and I didn't really have a childhood, and I've always had to worry about getting beat, and I always had to worry about getting abused, and I had to, all of these things. And so, whoo, let y'all start. So worrying about all these things, I said, when I go to college, I don't have to worry about this stuff anymore. I'm now in control of my choices and my decisions and how I feel. But at the time, I didn't understand that meant, your mental choices and decisions and getting yourself together and healing inside before you can change anything on the outside. I didn't know that. But that was my plan. I don't want to be rude anymore, nasty, have an attitude. My teachers couldn't tell me nothing back in school, back in grade school. I'm the authority in my house, bro. What you mean? Like, sorry, I'm cooking, cleaning, signing target report cards, working at Hardee's, and making A's and B's. You got me messed up. You think I'm about to listen? I don't even really. Some of y'all can relate. So I get to college and I'm like, I'm about to be a different person. I'm about to be chipper. I was like, I'm about to be a cheerleader this time. I'm not going to be on the step team. Nope. So I was trying to do all this by playing checkers, real fast, real quick, not really trying to take my time and think things through, like in chess where you got to think 3 steps ahead. I was like, I'm going to do this thing now, right now. Boom, it's done. I did it. I'm done. I'm changed. I'm happy, and I don't have to deal with that stuff anymore. So I moved on. I am good to go. So I was like, my life is about to be completely different. I'm good. Man, listen, fast forward to the end of the year. We're almost done. God gave me a year. I got a year. Got to the end of the year. I woke up one day and I couldn't move my legs. Okay. Now, wait a second. Wait 1 minute. I don't know what it's like to not be able to move my legs. Okay. This is different. My mind couldn't process what was going on. I was ignorant to what was happening. All of those things matter, especially when you have a new experience. You got to be aware of this stuff. I don't know what's going on. Now I know, but I didn't then. So I'm freaking out. Panic attack, going crazy. If I get up now, my legs ain't really moving. I'm going to be like, okay, well, Lord, listen. Can I go at least to the bathroom, Lord? Huh? Can I? But back then, I was freaking out. Eventually, they started to, it felt like they were kind of asleep. There was like a tingling feeling. I didn't understand what was going on. They felt really numb. Eventually, I ended up being able to get up. I called my friend. She came over immediately. And shout out to you, girl. And she took me to the hospital. So we get to the hospital. And hey, K-Zoe Nation, thank you for joining my live. Bring me some positivity, girl. And if you stick around and you like me, girl, in real life, you like me on YouTube too, okay, girl? You do me that favor, okay? But we get to the hospital and they don't know what's going on. They tell me I need to go to at this point I can walk now. They tell me to go to a neurologist. So I go to the neurologist. They give me a referral. I end up going to the neurologist. When I get there, he starts giving me all these tests. And I know this thing is kind of dark. I don't know why. It's not normally that dark. Yeah, I know my computer broken now. The back of this thing done fell all the way off. Hold on. Okay. So we get to the neurologist and he's giving me all of these tests. He's having me walk in a straight line, fail miserably. He tells me to stand up straight and close my eyes. I like to topple over. Do you understand me? I close my eyes and I like to fail over. My balance disappeared. Okay. Then he tells me the floors were tiled in big square tiles. He tells me to take each toe and tap in four squares, four squares, to make like a big square. So I do it my left leg, but my right leg, I could not even, it wouldn't listen. It wouldn't listen. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I'm freaking out. Like, what is happening to me? So this is my first time ever telling this, ever telling this story. Ever. Good morning, Miss Tanya. I love you right back. Y'all know too. I'm gonna come check all you out. If I haven't seen you yet, I'm coming. I'm coming through. And like, what is happening to me? What is going on? So he tells me that from based on his just what he sees, he thinks that I have multiple sclerosis. I was like, there ain't no way. I'm 19 years old. There is no way I got multiple sclerosis. Are you kidding me? So I'm like, this cannot be right. I ain't even call and tell nobody. I told one friend, but I didn't tell any of my family. Well, he was only running a test there. Now I have to go get MRIs done so they can see inside and see if what he thinks is the case is really the case. So I go back. I have to go home now, back home, because where I'm from, where I am now, and was my mom still living out here? I told y'all I grew up out here and I moved and had to come back recently, but I came back here, and because school was over, I told y'all it was the end of my freshman year. Summertime came. I did all of my MRIs here, and they sent all my discs and everything back to the neurologist, right? Yeah, the neurologist. He called me on the phone. I remember like it was yesterday, 19 years old, sitting in the drive-thru at Taco Bell with my ex-best friend. And they called me and tell me that you have something called Chiari malformation. And I'm like, what in the world is that? What? He said Chiari malformation. It's a neurological disorder, and it affects your nerves. So that's why you have a hard time with your legs, and that's why you having all these symptoms lately. You're not just clumsy; it's a nerve thing. And so I said, well, I need to look it up. He said, well, it's very rare. Only 1% of the U.S. population has it. And I said, well, what is it? Like, is there a cure? What do you do? He said, well, there's no cure, but you have to have a surgical procedure. You have to have a decompression so that they can basically they remove some of your skull so that your brain can be can shift and breathe and have space now. I'll explain that to you in a minute. So I'm on this phone bawling, crying. I mean, bawling. Like, I'm like, what in the world? He said it's brain surgery. And I was like, they got to open your skull. Like, are you serious? Like, they got to go in there and do stuff. I'm 19. And y'all remember I said now, I thought that this was going to be my year to be happy now. I felt like this was my time to start over and be happy. But this is how this is always a journey, always a fight. It's never ending. Things are going to be thrown at you from left and right every second of every day. You have to know, acknowledge, and be aware of that. Otherwise, every time your circumstances change, so will your emotions. Y'all look at this hole. I don't care. I'm got this from the thrift store. I feel like Hugh Hefner without the men with this on. Let me see. I'm good. The weather is nasty outside today, so I was surfing the YouTube. Well, thank you for surfing my way, Miss Tanya. You are just the cutest thing. I listen to your videos. I watch your videos with my son. Them and those dang on CDs looking like something. Luther Vandross is on. Oh my goodness. I cannot see the girl. They are a mess. Okay, so anyway, they send everything. I mean, I get off the phone with this man and I call my daddy. I called my daddy because my daddy was always the one, the business, and my mom was always more so the pleasure, I guess I would say. My mom was the one, the reason why I'm the way I am with my son, with books, with birthday parties, with us still having up a Christmas tree and not caring what nobody thinks about it. We still got Santa Claus on our front door, and so what? If my baby wants it up, it's gonna be up. We have picnics out here in the projects in the backyard. They look at us like we are absolutely crazy. Listen, my body is here. My mind is not. My mind is, listen, I can do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. Nobody can tell me I can't. My son has the same mentality. I know it's gonna be a problem later on in school because he don't know how to really handle it yet, but I'm just gonna have to teach him. Not gonna shut my baby up. Ain't nobody shutting me up no more either. And if it's something I want to do, like have pink or green hair, I'm gonna do that. And you should too. But call my daddy, because my mom, she would be the one with the, she'll do the fighting. My daddy, you know, I let him talk to my teachers about stuff. My mama, if somebody bother me, she'll beat him up. So I called my daddy because, daddy, we need to handle business now. What's going on? Call my dad. My dad did everything. He did all the research. He looked up the best doctors in our area. And then when he found the hospital he liked, he looked up all the neurosurgeons. He looked up their credentials. He looked up where they went to school. He looked up how long they've been in doing in experience. He been doing all of that. He did all that. And so we found a doctor and we had a consultation, which, if you're familiar with North Carolina, I know I can't wait to tell my baby some of this stuff. If you're familiar with North Carolina, we found a doctor in Durham, which is near Raleigh, which is the capital. And at Duke University, I know y'all know what Duke is. Come on. So went to Duke University, had our consultation. They told me that it's called a herniation, where it's squeezing your brain. Y'all, my brain was too big for my skull. Don't that make a lot of sense? Don't that make a lot of sense that my brain was too big? Hello, give me props now. Come on, don't lie. But my brain was too big for my skull, and it's called a herniation. I don't remember exactly the length of, it's in millimeters. I don't remember the length of mine because I really honestly put it, I got to get that information because I need that and I need to know that now. But I put it in the back of my mind, like as I got older. I didn't even monitor my health like that. I was in denial for so long. I didn't want to believe I was sick. I didn't want nobody to know. None of that. I kept it to myself. I didn't want to research it, even though there's no cure and things change. My dad would encourage me, keep up with it. Nope, I don't want to read about it. I don't want to hear it. Didn't tell most of my coworkers, my job, none of them. Nope. Unless I was in a lot of pain, or you know, it was a big deal. Half time you wouldn't even know. You might know I got it, but or have dealing with it, but you won't know that it's affecting me like it is. So my dad calls the doctors and everything, and he gets to the point. We go up there. They said that my herniation was the biggest one they ever saw. And you can have really fatal. It's like 4, I think they call it stages. You can have very fatal, but mine wasn't fatal. I was like 2, I think. But it was the worst they'd ever seen. And they said they were really trying not to get rid of my symptoms, but more so just keep me alive. So they told me what was going on is because your brain is being squished basically by your skull, your brain is too big. There's fluid that goes around your brain and then up and down your spine like a spoon, and then around your brain and down, up and down your spine. And it has to go repeatedly. And that's called cerebrospinal fluid. It's your CSF. And the flow of that is called the CSF flow. Well, my flow was being blocked because my brain was being squished. So it was too tight up against my skull. So the fluid wasn't flowing properly either. Then on top of that, at the bottom of your skull, which is called the stem, which goes down like that into your spine, down to your spine, that part was being squished. The stem of my brain was being squished at the base of it. And that part of your brain is what controls a lot of your neurological, like your what's the word? Not just mobility, it's another word. I forgot the word. But your hand movements, I forgot the word for it. Anyway, that's what controls all of that. Your balance, your equilibrium, all of that is controlled in that area. So it gets affected and they can't change it. So right now I can't walk upstairs without a rail. I can't run. My right leg, I have to physically think I'm used to it now, but to make it move. My left leg is always in pain, but it's stronger. I can't even drive my right leg. What else? I have vertigo real bad. I can't get on escalators. I can't ride. All right. I don't like roller coasters anyway. Okay, first of all. Okay, you tried it, devil. I don't like roller coasters anyway. Okay, they scare the crap out of me, and I believe I'm gonna die physically as it is. Okay, so the fact that I could die for real, I mean, mentally, and then I could die for real physically. Okay, that's a lose for everyone. So that you really wasn't doing nothing to me. Okay, because I don't like roller coasters anyway. But I can't go to amusement parks and get on roller coasters. I have to. Y'all know I can't be too serious for too long now. I gotta throw something in there. Okay, sprinkle a little bit of joy on that thing. But it's a lot of things that I had to change up. Talking about I might can hit the I can play softball, but not in the major leagues. Okay. I can play basketball, but ain't nobody recruiting me, promise. These things I still am able to do with my son. So you see why I say, even though I might have limitations, I'm not stopped. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep on going. So anyway, we set a date. They told me what they have to do is go to the bottom of my skull, cut. Okay, let me try to. I'm gonna show y'all so y'all can see. I cannot draw. So this circle right here, let's say that's my skull. That part down at the bottom, they had to cut that out, like a small circle out of the base of my skull. They had to cut it out so that my brain can breathe, because the part that was being squished was at the bottom. What they also had to do was, hold on, Alana Ross here. I'm about to show y'all some stuff. Wait a minute. Y'all might notice some of this stuff already, because you know all of us ain't ignorant to what this is. Some of us know about it. You have 7 spinal columns at the very top of your spine. My first one up there at the top that goes around your spine to protect it, that one is C1. They had to cut it open some. Also, it's a little bit higher than that. It's really like high, way up here, really. They're like right up there, really high. But they had to also cut that so to give it some room to breathe. That's what they told me they had to do. So, as you can imagine, I had to quit school. I had to drop out of college, which frustrated me so bad, because I have dreams and goals, right? I have so many dreams and goals. I was like, when I get away from here, I'm never coming back. I'm going to be a successful person. I'm not going to let my circumstances and growing up in the projects 6, 7 times and everything else that went on during my childhood, I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm still be successful, not knowing what success really was. But I was just frustrated. I had to drop out of school. I lost credits. You know, I still kept some, but I lost some. So I go to Duke, and we go to have the surgery done. And shout out to the Ronald McDonald House. Hold on one second. Girl, my husband and I are going out to breakfast. I gotta go, but we'll catch the rest of this inspiring video on replay. Thank you at Facebook Blue. Thank you, Facebook Blue, for whatever you did for my boo. And thank you, Miss Melissa. You guys enjoy your breakfast and eating up for me too. My baby gonna be waking up soon talking about he hungry. I know he gonna want some French toast. Good morning, trendsetter. What's up? You and them nasty cereals. I can't even believe you even tried that. I was looking at your video like, I don't want it. My daughter had spinal fluid removed to relieve pressure. I hope and pray that she is doing good, recovering well. I pray she didn't have no long-term side effects, and that most importantly, she is mentally okay, and that she knows how to deal with the people, because you know people ain't your problem. Tell her that. Tell her people ain't your problem, baby. You let her know she's special. How many other kids had spinal fluid removed to relieve pressure? Tell them, listen, tell her she ain't even stressed anymore, baby, because they didn't remove, God removed some of that pressure. Some of them walk around with pressure still on them, okay? She is relaxed, all right? She don't have that pressure no more. My baby tells people that. My mom is cool. How many people do you know that had brain surgery twice? Twice. We'll get to that. So anyway, go down here. Shout out to the Ronald McDonald House. You hear me? If y'all have ever known anybody who had to have long-term surgery or stay at a hospital long-term in a big hospital, and you don't have a lot of money, and you might be on Medicaid, and you can't afford to stay at an expensive hotel, the Ronald McDonald House, when I make it, you hear me, that's going to be one of the, I'm very passionate. I love them. They look out for my family, even down, you're supposed to get 1 room per family. I said, listen, I don't know Ronald personally, okay? I don't know Ronald personally. I see his silhouette a couple times, right? But if you could just, for everyone, it'll behoove Hamburglar, it'll behoove all of them. If we can just not put my mama and daddy in the same room. I understand that's what you normally do. But see, I'm coming from a place of peace, okay? I'm about to go in and have brain surgery. I need them to come from a place of peace. If you could just not put them in the same room, God is going to bless you. And you know what? God going to bless me enough to be able to bless them for not putting my mom and daddy in the same room. They did not. They looked out, okay? They don't have TVs in the room. You can stay there for free as long as your child is 21 or under. If you don't know about the Ronald McDonald House, if you have to have major surgery and can't afford a room, they will look out. All they ask for is $10 donation per night if you can. There are no TVs in the room, so you can think. I love it. They have a family room. They have a movie room. The kitchen is huge. It's available for everybody staying there unless it's somebody's name on it. You can cook. My mom told y'all she communicates with food. She made a big old pot of chicken pastry. If you ain't from the South, chicken and dumplings, I don't know what you call it. Big old huge, and she makes the pans. Oh, I miss my mama. Cooking. Come in and visit, mama. But yeah, she made a big old, it's just so peaceful and serene. So the night before my surgery, which was in March of 2006, not lie, March of 2006. They told me to come in, don't put on any lotion and things like that. I know that for some people, they like to call it dry skin, but for Black people, we like to say we're ashy. And I was very ashy. How about we get to the hospital, right? They showed me my anesthesiologist. I don't know if we're going to ever cross paths again, sir, but I am ready for you. You understand me? Hope he's not married. He was way older than me then, too. I was like, that was so fast. I was 19. Oh, my gosh. It was like 35. Never mind. Never mind, sir. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Disc disease, and she was just diagnosed a month ago. I am so sorry to hear that, Elaine. But Elaine, I have enough faith in God and you to know that you are preparing her for greater, baby, preparing her for this life and everything that comes with it. I love y'all so much. I told y'all if you like me in real life, like me on YouTube now. Don't be like that to me. But y'all, he was fine. But I went in there all ashy. When it was time to go in, and my dad prayed over me. Everybody prayed. I was freaking out, y'all, because when it's time to go back to anesthesiology, right? Yeah. Nobody can go with you. And I wanted my daddy or my mama to watch me go to sleep. I did not want at all to feel like alone. I wanted to feel like they were there when I went to sleep, and then they were going to be there when I woke up, and it was like they never left my side. But I had to put my big girl drawers on and it might have been a thong because it was highly uncomfortable. I wear big girl drawers now and they feel delightful. So I don't know what I was putting on then. It was a thong, a Speedo. It was too small, too big. I'm not sure, but it wasn't comfortable is what I know. I put them on though. They rolled me on back to the back and then they flipped me over where my butt cheek was. I know my butt cheeks were super ashy. Now that I think about it, oh my gosh. So they tell me to count backwards from 10. I start counting backwards. Next thing I know, I wake up. When I wake up, I can't talk at all. I'm coughing a little bit. I got a turban on my head made out of big old giant gauze. I don't even know where they found that size. But anyway, so I woke up with some gauze and nobody was there, but I pushed the button. I had the button thing. I pushed it and they came in and I asked for some apple juice. I love Tropicana apple juice. It's delicious. I asked for some apple juice. They brought me some apple juice, and then I started to try to speak a little bit, but my throat was very scratchy, and the nurse told me it's because, you can't breathe on your own, so they have to put the tube down your throat so that the machine will help you breathe. So, with the type of, they better have put me under some deep anesthesia talking about opening my head. Yeah. Oh God, y'all watch some of them shows. You ever seen Grey's Anatomy and stuff? They be waking up. Oh, heavens no. Oh, heavens no. I don't care how numb you are. Heavens no. You don't want to wake up to that? Oh gosh, no. So your throat is scratchy. You can't talk. Then my daddy and them come in and everything. And, everybody's talking to me, asking me how I'm doing and stuff. And I'm just like, thank God I'm alive, right? But that was one of them quick, thanks, girl. That's what it really was. I really didn't know how grateful I was at the time. But I woke up and nobody can stay in there. At Duke, I love the way the rooms are set up. When I had surgery the first time, there was normally at local hospitals, there's like a nurse's station, like in the hall, whatever, on each floor. But at Duke, what they had at the time was one nurse for every 2 rooms. So there was a nurse every other room. I thought that was super dope because apparently we need some right now assistance. I can't be waiting all day long for y'all. And I just had brain surgery. So I really appreciated that. When she came in the room, when she came in the room, she was, oh, the first time. Was it the first time or the second time she was doing, the nurse was very aggressive? Yeah, the first time she was very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. I didn't have the button for medication or whatever. I had the V8, the what's it called? The V8 splash. I had a V8 splash in my right here. And that thing hurts. You know that thing hurts when you're skinny like that right there, and they put it in your arm and it flows on your veins. And so every time I was hurting, she had to come do the morphine thing in my VA splash right there so that it could splash through my system so that I would feel good. But this had a bad attitude. I don't understand what was going on with her that day. She had some negative energy coming from somewhere. It quite possibly could have been my neighbor, because my neighbor was irate and kept taking all the VA splashes out and kept on taking her clothes off. I don't know what was going on with that, but I see why they need one nurse for every 2 rooms. I think they should change it, because that lady needs some additional assistance and she wasn't getting it. Anyway, she was rude. She would come in there and jam the thing in my hand, and I mean, just rude. When I would ask for something to drink, I'll be right there. I mean, she was, oh, I'm gonna pray for that lady today, because I don't know what she got going on now. I hope she didn't heal from whatever she was dealing with. But she was rude. I didn't like her. Then whenever the lady next door kept stripping, she would just leave me hanging. I'm like, this is out of this world, ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe they got the memo, because the second time I had one nurse to me by myself. Okay. So anyway, I was in it for a few days. I got out. I went back to the Ronald McDonald House. And I love that y'all are loving on one another. Absolutely. I went to the Ronald McDonald House, and oh y'all, absolutely. Twan Nation does shout outs. So yeah, that'll help a lot. And I'm on my this ain't no, I don't know what this is, a computer. And it's I don't know what it is. I think it's a Hewlett Packard. I know it's broken and it's hanging halfway off the side over here, right here. And I know it's broke and it's dusty. Yeah, broke. It's dusty, but I thank God for it though, because absolutely. My Obama phone, I can't really use that since I'm in the sunlight. That's why y'all always see us in me in front of the window when I have use my phone, because this thing here, it don't recognize this kind of skin. I guess, I'm not sure. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, went back to the Ronald McDonald House for I think one more night just to sleep. And then after leaving the Ronald McDonald House, I went to my dad's, who is in South Carolina, to recover, because my mom had 7 kids. It means it's a lot of people sometimes. And then my mom is also hood certified, so she have like a lot of friends. And my mama comes from a loving place always, but she just does it differently than my daddy does. So I went to my daddy's house, where it was just me and my daddy at the time, and just to recuperate. While doing so, I had to go to physical therapy. I went to physical therapy, and when I first started physical therapy, I couldn't even stand on one leg for 30 seconds. After about a month, I progressed to maybe standing on one leg for maybe about a minute. After about another month, I couldn't stand on one leg for 3 seconds. Okay. I was like, Daddy, something is wrong. I don't know. Thank you so much. I love yours too. I didn't get a chance to finish the video where you guys reacted to the girl that eats and she don't care about if you don't like smacking girl. That one right there, I did not know who she was till I watched that video. And I like that video, but I'm gonna tell you something now, because I'm all about honesty. I'm gonna tell you something. I like y'all. I love y'all. I do. Your video where you did review the cereal, I love y'all. Now, I love to see y'all laugh, because the laughing is infectious, and I be cracking up. I was cracking up watching y'all crack up. But I never really quite understood us watching people watch people. And I didn't understand my son did, but now I get it now, because I'm watching you watch somebody. And I'm just like, man, times have changed. Times have really changed. We watching people watch people. But I just want you guys to know I love y'all. And I would love, love, love. I got to go back through your videos, because I be trying to be on it with everybody. So I try to catch you, I try to catch you. But I absolutely love y'all. Make more videos where y'all come out. I'm telling you, for real. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So I couldn't stand for like 5 seconds after that. So I told my daddy something's not right, something's wrong. He thought I was just pushing myself too much, because if you've ever gone to physical therapy, they will push you to your limit, like your real limit, not the one you think you have. No, the one when you really can't go no more. Okay, that one. There are limitless type of thinking type of people over there in physical therapy. Okay, I believe sometimes they be thinking too much. I don't need you to think that much for me now. Okay, just now wait a minute now. Okay, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I said no, something is wrong. I feel it. I know my body, and something is not right. So we end up going to an appointment. God, I be doggone, we getting there, y'all. And they said, the fluid around your brain is there is less fluid flowing around your brain now than there was before you had your initial surgery. Now I know 2 plus 2 equals 4, but that day it was equaling 5. I didn't understand how that happened. Okay, what was that about? Um, Maybe it's because God was trying to tell me something the first time and I ain't want to listen. I was still depending on man and money for my happiness and my security. But I don't know. Okay. What I do know is that I went and they said you have to have another surgery. The first surgery is called a Chiari decompression. Okay, it's Chiari. I have a Chiari malformation, which is it's not formed. It formed improperly, or But then now it's when they do the surgery, it's a Chiari decompression. Decompression. They decompress it, so it's not pressing down so much, so it's decompressed and it can breathe. He said, we're not sure exactly what's going on because we can't see. It could either be that we need to create a bigger, do a bigger decompression, or it's because when your body goes through something and it heals, scar tissue builds up. That's why people that have like keloid skin, they have like a lot of scar tissue build up. It's like it produces a lot of scar tissue. And so they said it could be scar tissue build up on the inside, but they won't know until they go inside and find out what it is. So, oh Lord, here I go again. Now, this is in 2008. This is 2 years later. 2008, I go back in to have surgery again. They tell me, same situation. Ronald McDonald House came through again. I love the Ronald McDonald House, man. They look out. They really do, man. People take advantage of stuff like that, but I'm gonna give back. I promise I am. When I blow up, I'm giving back. What happened to your video, Avanti? How is it going again? This is the second time this didn't happen to you. What's going on? Hey, listen, and there's so many ignorant people out here that just don't understand that it ain't what it looks like on the outside. I'm telling you, people are just lordy. Y'all better love on each other. Avanti, we're gonna have to figure out what's going on now, because I be prepared for your videos and I don't be know what's happening. Well, is there any way? Did you do it on yourself or did you do it on somebody else? You did it on somebody else, right? Or yourself? Either way, I just want to see a picture or something. Email me a picture or something. I want to see. I want to see your work. I think you're talented. Okay, well, I'll see you in the video then. Okay. I got my I ring the bell, I ring the doorbell one time, so I know I can come on over whenever I get ready and look in your fridge and take my shoes and things off. Okay. But so the second time, Ronald McDonald House, they come through again. So we get there, everything is everything. When I wake up, they tell me that it was scar tissue buildup, and what was happening is the scar tissue was actually soaking up the scar of the cerebral. I'm trying to just make sure y'all know what this stuff is. It was soaking up the cerebrospinal fluid. So since it was soaking it up, it wasn't just like it was just being squished or was limited in it and being able to in its mobility. It wasn't enough fluid in the first place because the scar tissue was soaking it all up. So that's what they had to do when they went in the second time and get the scar tissue out. They had to make the same incision twice in the same part. And see, y'all can't tell right now. When I get my community feed or something, or I'll try to show you guys. But if you my scar starts right here and it goes all the way down to right there. Right here. That's how big it's like this big. So they had to make the same incision again, right? That's what scared me too. I was afraid of that. But everything seemed okay. And then I got out. This time I had one nurse for just my room who was a blessing from the Lord. Okay. She must have listened to Jesus because she was nice. All right. Because if you're mean, that's not Jesus. You're not listening to Jesus being mean. Listen to Jesus, people. Listen to Jesus. Now, she must listen to Jesus. She was nice. She was a beautiful soul. She was very kind, very caring, very compassionate. Um, I had maybe because I had the button of fentanyl that I could just push when I got ready. That might be why she seemed to be wonderful. I don't know, but it was a wonderful experience as far as I'm concerned. When I got thirsty, she brought me plenty of apple juice. And she was the only one. I think I told y'all she was the only one that came. Maybe that's why too. The other lady must have been stressed. It probably wasn't even her fault. This lady over here taking off her VA splash things that her medicine come through and stripping. I'm sure she was stressed. She probably was dealing with that woman before I came in there. Huh? She needs a Kit Kat or a Snickers or something. I don't know. But I'm praying for her and her family. Pray for her and her family, guys. Okay. But she was so nice and everything. I didn't have to stay in the hospital as long as before. And I think we left like 2 days later, got back, went to physical therapy again. And I went for like maybe like a year. And now here I am. Now, since then, physically things have gotten worse, but it's like mentally though, things have gotten better. So it's like a win-win for me because now it's like I have a barrier. You can throw anything at me, right? And I may have a moment of humanity where I react, you know what I mean? Because y'all already know we talk, when they hit you, hit them back. All right. But for the most part, I don't even do that. You know, I have been able to learn to breathe. Y'all got to let your brain get that oxygen. I'm telling you, you get mad. If you don't breathe when you get mad, you block oxygen from going to your brain and you can't think straight. All right. What y'all think? Snap be. That's what they be doing on Snap. They don't be thinking. They never think. And we don't really give ourselves an opportunity to really think like that as is. Y'all know that. We don't think. Life makes you go, 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 go. That's life makes you go. Like everything you think you need physically, you think you need mentally. Like really. Like y'all gotta remember that. So it's not the same anymore. Oh, my hair. I want to tell y'all about my hair. What happened with my hair? Before I had surgery the first time, I had a relaxer. And my hair was like past my shoulders, but it was really thin, right? I'm gonna try to find some pictures. I don't know. I need a community feed because I love y'all so much. But it was like past my shoulders, but it was real thin, you know, like real slick thin. You talking about a rap? You talking about somebody could rap? And I was the doobie queen. You understand me with the swoop? Okay, the swoop that like look like paint. Okay, just like that. I be trying to swoop my dread sometimes. See, look, but I got a bald spot right there. And I got a bald spot here, so I don't know if the swoop is what's best for me. That came from me fighting somebody, which is another story I'll tell y'all later. But yeah, so I be trying to swoop, but I had me a slick swoop. Hello, okay. And you couldn't tell me anything. They told me they had to cut my hair. I was like, what? You gotta cut my hair. And they were like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, cut it, because shoot, I ain't finna die over this hair. Hello. But chocolate bunny. That is so right. So let me tell you what they did. They got this the had to be some brand new clippers. Well, I tell you, it wasn't a piece of hair. Okay, brand new clippers. It must have been a brand new T outliner. You know, because good gracious, they slicked that thing up. Then they in the where they cut the hair. That spot alone was about this big. That was like the majority of the back of my head. It was like this wide because the incision was small, but they had to make sure there was no hair anywhere around it. So what I did was after my surgery, I had this turban on for a long time. And this after the first surgery. I had this turban on for a while, like a few months. When they finally told me I could take it off, my sister unwrapped the gauze off my head. Y'all tell me why my ponytail fell out. I had a ponytail in my hair when I went in with a, ponytail holder. Ponytail probably about this long, just as thin and damaged. I mean, it was pretty, but I know it was, it wasn't healthy. But like they stuck why? What kind of surgical etiquette is that? You just stick the ponytail? What? I don't know how they even did that. I don't know if they turned my head to the side and put the ponytail right there on it like that, and then wrap the gauze around. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it fell off the back part. I'm not quite sure how they did what they did, but I know my ponytail fell out. Then had the nerve to have the ponytail holder still around it, like I'm finna donate that to somebody, okay, to Locks of Love or somebody. Why did you leave that in there? And if they were gonna let me keep it, they could have put it in a Ziploc bag or something. They're gonna stick it on the side of my head. with my gauze. I didn't. Child. Anyway, the thing fell out. I'm crying because my ponytail is on the floor. And when I tell y'all my hair, it looked a mess. It looked a pure mess. I don't know what kind of cut this was, but it was nappy. It hurt. I had new growth. Come in, baby. I had new growth like crazy. Good morning. Come here. You okay? Como has dormido? Well, that is awesome. I love you. Yeah, you want some French toast? You want to come say good morning? You got no pants on? That's why, huh? That's why you didn't come here, huh? You don't want to be exposed? That's right, baby. You absolutely right. No, they don't know you like that. They say, I think they're saying, okay. He said, good morning, y'all. I'll be out there in a minute. I'm going to get off in a minute, I promise. Hey, close my door. Oh, you about to come say good morning? Okay. They're saying good morning. Yeah, so they snipped my ponytail, girl. So what I did was my sister, I remember y'all, it was hard. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When that girl was trying to comb out that new growth, and I knew I couldn't get a relaxer now because I still have this incision right here. There's no way. Bruh. What kind of, I'll be dead. This is a doornail. I don't know what that means. My grandma used to say that. What do you have on? Wow. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Put your feet
It was my birthday yesterday.
He is telling a birthday lie. Oh, Lord. So anyway,
What's that? That's how long?
That's how long I've been on. I've been on here that long.
An hour?
That's a long time. I tried to do it before you woke up, but you know I get to run in my mouth.
I can't be woke up, but I like to sleep, so I did not.
Oh, you like woke up, but you didn't get up. That's what you're saying.
But only one time, and then just now I woke up. I did get up.
You ready to brush your teeth? You better go do it now. Wash. So, you better go. Well, go brush your teeth and wash your face. Go ahead and get business now.
Bye.
Okay, so what was oh, so what I ended up doing was after my sister took my scalp off trying to comb through this new growth. Hello. I ended up getting micro braids, but I made sure the girl didn't braid them too tight. But I got micro braids all around here and in the back as far up to the top of my incision and on the sides of it. And that way it was enough for me to constantly keep it in a loose ponytail where it covered up the incision. So after my hair, no, I lied. I got it cut. I cut all of it off. I cut all of it out, all my new growth and everything. I cut everything out. I cut it short. Then I got micros all around the incision. And then after my hair grew back some, I got it cut into a bob. No, I lied. I lied 2 times. Let me stop lying to y'all. I didn't do that. I put the micros in my relaxed hair, kept it in the ponytail. Then I remember now, when the hair started to grow back around the incision, which my dreads right there are shorter. But when the hair started to grow back somewhat, then it was like real, like I guess like a fade. I don't know, but it was low cut or whatever. I got a bob. I got my hair cut into a bob, and it was like a low bob, so the back was shaved. And then after it grew back even, then then when it grew back, then I got it cut even. So that's what I did the first time. The second time, after I had surgery, I ended up going natural, and that's my shortly before my son was born. Did I go natural then? No, I don't think they had the I think I did this. I don't know what I did the second time. I don't remember. I know I went natural one time before this, but I don't know what I already did the second time when I had my surgery. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, to answer the question of the troll, I'm not gonna call you a troll any longer because we're gonna love that troll right on out of you. You understand what I'm saying? Because essentials, complete nutritional drink. And I ain't trying to brag. My son's in the 2nd grade, but he gets a 3rd grade spelling test every Friday, and he takes a separate test from his class. Boy, I know you can read. Now, if you want me to tell you what a complete nutritional drink is, we can go from there. But the base of your question better not be, what is this? When all you gotta do is look at the thing and read. So I was really gonna call somebody and ask. I asked somebody for help with my son's hair, and I said, bruh, okay, first of all, YouTube University. That's why I say we have no excuse nowadays to not know stuff, okay? You can see how to bleach hair. Then it's not like it's rocket science because he just wanted the top done. Now I gotta learn how to make it more even around, but we just started. Then if you read the package, it tells you what to do. So I just was like, well, maybe I should do that. And I did. And voila, we need to read more. People think I'm crazy because I read. What in the world? It ain't crazy because I read. I think I know words. I read. So anyway, y'all, I love y'all so much. Oh, speaking of reading, I want to know something, ladies, because maybe men too, because everybody need this book. I got this book from the library, and I was supposed to be read this book too. Well, I was supposed to be read the book by myself, but the reason I didn't is because I wanted to know if anybody else wanted to hear or read this book. It's called The Truth About Men. It's by Devon Franklin. Y'all know this Megan Good's husband. And at first, I didn't know what to expect. It says what men and women need to know. But I love the analogy that he uses in this book, talking about the dog within men. And the chapters are: be aware of the dog, accept the dog, master the dog, don't feed the dog, claim your territory. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Discipline the dog, create a safe space, repair the damage. I think that this is really cool how he wrote this book, because the dog in the book is equivalent to lust. And like, not being able to tame the dog. If you got a dog that ain't trained, you know what I'm saying? How are you going to control it? If your dog ain't trained, your dog is going to control you. All of that. And be aware of the dog. That's basically saying be self-aware that you have a lust problem, bro. Like, that you need to know that it's there. Ain't nothing wrong with having a problem. It's a problem when you don't know you got a problem. That's a problem. And then it's even worse when you know better and you don't do better. Accept the dog. Accept who you are. Hello. Master it, control that thing, don't feed it. Y'all know I talk about the enemy and the angel all the time, the devil and the angel. Whoever you feeding, that's who's gonna have more power over you. That's who you're gonna hear the most. That's who's gonna have the most control over you. Claim your territory, set boundaries, discipline the dog. You gotta know what you gotta do it first, but you expect somebody else to do it. Create a safe space. I guess that's like boundaries. I don't know. I ain't write the book, but I think it's gonna be a good book. And I want to know if y'all want me to read this book on here. I can read a chapter at a time. Okay, maybe. Or not, I don't know. But if not, I'm gonna read it by myself. But I would love to read it first with y'all. And then there was one more thing I had to say. I can't remember. I don't know, but I love y'all so much, and I have to go make this child some French toast. Okay, I'm about to go now. I love you all from the inside out. And to my troll, to answer your question, I'm not really sick. I'm not sick at all. No, I'm not. I've been diagnosed with a few things. I had a couple roadblocks, a couple speed bumps, some barriers, a couple limitations, but baby, I'm not sick at all. Sickness is emailing somebody that you don't know about something that you don't know and assuming that you know. That's really sickness, like, for real. And being nasty and rude to somebody, that comes from somewhere, and I think that comes from a place of sickness. So I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna bless you, and I'm gonna love you. So I love y'all from the inside out. I love you too, Tristan. I can't wait for you to give another video with y'all talking and laughing and everything like that. Get you some of them other cereals now, because let me tell you something. I'll be remembering about the videos. You showed the side of that box, said it's the other ones, other flavors, and everything. That's what I'm trying to see. Then hey, y'all be on it now. Okay, I can't wait. Now I'm excited now. Me and my baby gonna watch y'all together. And me and my baby will probably do another video today. I gotta also do the charcoal mask thing. I'm kind of scared because I got a high tolerance for pain. But honey, listen. So I will talk to you guys later. I love y'all from the inside out. Anybody I didn't speak to or that I'm not connected to, I'm gonna go look you up. Okay. All righty. Love y'all. Bye bye.